We're back again. And I guess I do need to do a part three, a final part three on the sermon preparation. So, as I said last week, the sermon is written 6 or 7 weeks ahead of time. That particular sermon that I illustrated had 3 sort of stages to it. The beginning stage was about the text, and then the conflict about mental health, and then the solution and hope in Christ. Probably when that sermon was finished, it was 10 pages long. And probably when I re-edited it for actual preparation to share in church, it was probably about 8.5 pages. So when we come to the week of the actual sermon, I picked it up on Monday or Tuesday. It's 8.5 pages long. I read through it. And, since you've had 6 or 7 weeks without it, you can now kind of stand back and you can say, you can see errors. Not just in grammar and writing, but you can see, that's a good story, but I think it'd go better up here. So you might rearrange it a little bit. Now, this rearranging of material doesn't take long. 30 minutes, maybe an hour, but you can kind of rearrange the material. Then on Thursday or so, I'll actually rehearse it. I'll go through it. I'll preach the whole thing, and I'll preach it 2 or 3 times, making sure that it sort of flows together, that it's, making sort of logical sense, and that it's, I don't want it to be too long either, or too short, and so I'm kind of judging it for that as well. And then I normally, Thursday, by the time I finish with it on Thursday, I'm, satisfied with what the product is and what it sounds like and how it gets the message across. Usually on Saturday sometime, I'll sit down with it, and sometimes this happens Sunday morning, and I go to the left-hand column and I write in these notes about how I want to deliver it. I'll think through it, and I'll think, I want to deliver this part slowly, and I'll write slowly. Or I'll get to another part and I'll say, that is a lot to digest really quickly. So I'll say, or I'll write, I'm going to underline something and say that twice, because they'll miss that. And then I might get towards the end of it and think, maybe right here I need to have a long pause to let everybody sort of think about how they're going to apply this. And so I'll write pause. So those are sort of in the left-hand columns, and they're instructions about the delivery process, okay? And usually at that point, after I've looked over at that time, I fold it, and put it in my folder, and I say a prayer, and, I'm ready for Sunday morning. All right? Thanks for dropping by for Box of Chocolate Wednesday. Bye now.